Today we're exploring Coney Island. Coney Island has so much to do. There's the original Nathan's Famous hot dogs, Williams Candy, Coney Island Brewery, Coney Art Walls, not one, but 2 amusement parks, a sideshow circus, a museum, the New York Aquarium, a boardwalk, and of course, a beach.
By producing a show about the things to do in New York City, I'm making my dreams come true. I hope it inspires you to do the same, whether that means exploring New York yourself or chasing one of your other wildest dreams. This is Hava's New York.
When I came for my first time in 2017, I was just surprised that New York City had a beach. This time I'm back and my first impression today is still surprised, but for a very different reason. When I'm planning each episode of Hava's New York, I do a little bit of research on the place I'm going to be experiencing, and I discovered that Coney Island has a ton of history. I'll sprinkle in a little bit of what I learned throughout the video, but I will keep this focused on what Coney Island is today, the present Coney Island. Where better to start than the original Nathan's Famous, because hot dogs I feel like is what Coney Island is practically known for. I even remember when I was a kid, after softball games, we'd go to this restaurant called James Coney Island for hot dogs. But now I'm gonna be eating a hot dog at the real Coney Island. Uh-oh, I'm vegetarian and I am not seeing the vegan hot dog on the menu. This is becoming a questionable experience for me. So I asked someone, and although they used to sell the vegan hot dog, they do not currently sell the vegan hot dog. So there is another Nathan's location on the boardwalk, and maybe I can get a vegan hot dog over there, even though the original location isn't selling it. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing Nathan's hot dog, even though we haven't tasted one yet. Hava of the future here. This Nathan's does not have vegan hot dogs either, so I'm out of luck for today. If this type of experience interests you, then you'll definitely want to check out my video on $1 pizza in New York City. You can click up here or the link below, or if it's not up yet, meaning the links don't work, then oh my gosh, I just had the cutest interaction. Okay, real quick, what I was saying is that if you're not already subscribed, just go ahead and make sure you're subscribed to my channel and have notifications turned on, so that if the $1 pizza video links don't work, that just means it's not public yet, and I want you to make sure you can see that as soon as it does come up. But oh my gosh, a cute little 4th grade girl just came up and said hi and introduced herself and asked if I was a YouTuber, and I said yes, and then all of her siblings came running up, and it was so sweet, and they got so excited when I gave them my card with my QR code on the back. If you're a YouTuber and you want to promote your channel when people see you working, make sure you have one of these on you. They made me feel so good. They totally made my day. I don't know if they think I'm a star or something. At the time of this recording, I have about 615 subscribers, so maybe they'll get on and realize that I'm not that fancy, but still, it made me so excited. If you guys are out there watching, you know who you are. You totally made my day. The next thing we got to see is Williams Candy. This is an old-fashioned family-run candy shop that's been here at Coney Island for over 80 years and runs year-round. Maimonides Park, I hope I'm saying that right, is home to the Brooklyn Cyclones, which is a minor league baseball team, and I'm pretty sure it feeds into that New York Mets, so it's great that I'm wearing this baseball cap today. But really, we're over here because next to that park is the Coney Island Brewery. The Coney Island Brewery was founded in 2007, and it was known as the smallest brewery in the world at the time. And I've heard that they have free brewery tours, so we're gonna check it out and see if that's an experience we can have today. Here's the situation. They haven't done the free brewery tours in a while, but it sounds like they're gonna do it again starting in September. Well, this episode sure isn't going as planned, because the next thing we were gonna do is go to the Coney Art Walls, which is a free outdoor museum of street art that happens every year, where they pull at least 30 different artists from around the world. But as you can see, it's totally blocked off, so we're just gonna keep going because there's tons to do here. Behind me, and in front of me for that matter, is the Coney Island Boardwalk, also known as the Ribbleman Boardwalk. This is a 2.7-mile boardwalk that runs all along the beach of Coney Island, which we will do later, so stick around to see that. I believe in 2018 is when it was declared a New York City designated landmark, and there are only 11 New York City scenic designated landmarks here, so that's pretty special that this boardwalk is one. I don't really know all the details as to why, but there is a very rich history here, a lot that's happened, and I think it has something to do also with the personality and representation of this city. but you can fact check me on that. Also at Coney Island is the New York Aquarium, which is the oldest continually operating aquarium in the United States of America. It has over 500 species of marine wildlife, and this was such a fun experience. I did it this morning and dedicated a whole video to it, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you are so that you'll see when that comes out if it's not out already, and even if it is, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel because you made it this far into the video. There are a lot of fun things to do here, like Sea Change, which is underneath where you can see all the seals swimming around, and the Aqua Theater was so cool. That's where they have the sea lions perform, and really neat exhibits like Spineless. Coney Island has quite a history when it comes to amusement parks. For starters, the very first roller coaster in the United States of America was installed here in 1884, and Coney Island was home to the largest amusement park in America until after World War II. Behind me is Deno's Wonder Wheel Amusement Park, and the Wonder Wheel, which is what the park is named after, was also opened in 1920, making it over 100 years old. The Wonder Wheel is about 150 feet high, which is equivalent to approximately 15 floors high in a building. I live on the 17th floor. Follow me on Instagram to see daily views from my window, and I'm excited to get to the top and see how the top of the Wonder Wheel compares to my daily view when I look down from my window in my building. And here's a fun fact. The Wonder Wheel is iconic in the true sense of the word iconic. It inspired exact replicas in Dreamland in Yokohama, which Dreamland is also named after a historic amusement park here in Coney Island, and Disney California Adventure Park. Got ourselves $10 worth of credits to go ride that Wonder Wheel. Choice between swinging cars and stationary cars. If you want to go the highest possible, you've got to choose a stationary car. So I've chosen a stationary car because it's height or swinging thrill, and I want height today. Woo! I got this car all to myself. Wow! Wait till you see this. Off and just like purely enjoy the views, the breeze, everything just here on my own. It was so nice. And if you want another thrilling experience where you get up high like this one, check out The Edge, which is my video on the highest outdoor observation deck in the Western Hemisphere. You get views of both Midtown and downtown skylines of Manhattan, and there's even a clear glass floor you can walk on if you're as daring as I am. This here is Luna Park. It's named after one of Coney Island's historic amusement parks, which was also called Luna Park. I did the Cyclone in 2017, which is one of the famous rides here. So today I'd really like to do the Seaside Swing because it seems fun and refreshing and relaxing, and I am hot. Refreshing, fun ride, and even though I was here by myself, she told me that is how long it normally runs for. A much more affordable park ride than some others. Like I paid $10 for Deno's Wonder Wheel, which was fun, but it was like just over one lap around. Where this I got to swing back and forth several times, and it was $4 to go on this. this point in the day, I don't have time to see the 45-minute show, but right here is Sideshows by the Seashore. This is a modern day version of a circus sideshow, and it's a professional, not-for-profit theater dedicated to keeping the American sideshow circus tradition alive. It costs $12 to go in, and it runs for about 45 minutes. But we are heading to the beach because I promised we'd go there. I really want to go there, and a lot of people come to Coney Island for the beach. just the beach. So let's hit it. It is such a hot day here. I don't usually like to buy water out, and especially plastic water bottles, but I ran out of water. Cheers. Coney Island is a natural 3-mile sandy beach here in Brooklyn. And Coney Island was once an actual island, but long ago it was filled in, so now it's actually a peninsula. Everyone here is just having typical beach fun with umbrellas and snacks and sand and water and just that classic beach experience. But something really cool about Coney Island Beach is in the summertime, on Fridays there are free fireworks. For a totally different beach experience in New York City, you can click the link here, but also that link will be in the description below so you can finish this video. My biggest recommendation to you coming to Coney Island is don't just come for one thing, come for several things. You don't have to do everything here at Coney Island. It's a lot. Even if some of the stuff had been open, which is another reason why you shouldn't just come for one thing, because if it happens to be closed or not operating for some reason, what a letdown. But in addition to the fact that there were things that were closed that I couldn't do, I still spent a full day here and I could continue to do stuff because they're still open, but I'm tired and I'm ready to go. The other reason I would recommend coming for more than one thing, I mean, you could just come for the beach or just for the amusement parks or just for the aquarium. Those are worth coming just for themselves. But the thing is, unless you happen to be located in a surrounding neighborhood here in Brooklyn, it's pretty far out. So if you're coming out here anyway, pick a couple of things that interest you, or maybe everything if you want to. But I don't know if you'll have time to do everything. Just block a solid day to do Coney Island if you're gonna do several things. I would highly recommend coming during warm weather, end of spring to early fall, and if you want to catch the summer fireworks on Fridays, then of course you want to come during the summertime. There is some stuff open year-round though, so if Coney Island interests you and you're coming colder weather, the boardwalk is open, the beach is open, the aquarium is open, and maybe some other stuff that I'm not sure right now. I'm glad I came out to Coney Island and I was really excited to explore and see all the different things, but I wouldn't say it's a must-do in New York City. Unless you've come to New York City several times and still haven't done Coney Island, in that case, get over here. If you're a big amusement park person, then you've got to come out here, and you could spend a whole day probably just at the amusement parks. But otherwise, just use this video to see if this interests you and if it's something you want to do. If you want to do a New York experience by the water, but you're more into nautical than beachy, or if you just don't want to come this far out, but you want to do something in New York that reminds you it's a city of islands, then you're going to want to go ahead and watch the South Street Seaport District video. But before you do, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, and join me on Instagram for daily material, and send me a DM over there. I want to know who you are. Introduce yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!